Welcome to the BiteCode AIMentor demo. BiteCode is an AI-powered developer education platform designed to build lasting learning habits through meaningful human-AI connections. In this demo, you'll see how the platform delivers a personalized, interactive learning session that adapts to the learner's goals, experience, and progress. We'll zoom in on one lesson, reading production code, inputs, outputs, and side effects. The learner is a mid-level developer working toward a senior Python developer or software architect role. The AI adapts the depth of the discussion, checks understanding throughout the session, and reinforces the foundations needed for senior-level engineering and architectural thinking.
Hello, Tibor. I'm Anna, your AI mentor from BiteCode. In Code Core Developer Basics, today's lesson is reading production code, inputs, outputs, and side effects. Continuing here is a practical step towards stronger Python judgment and senior-level reasoning. So let's move into the lesson. Why is it useful to identify a piece of code's inputs and outputs before changing it?
I think it needs for the basic understanding for the actual code to see what goes in, what comes out, and how the data transformed.
Correct. That is exactly the practical reason. You reduce guessing by tracing data flow first. What makes a side effect different from a normal return value?
Because it's sometimes invisible or hard to track. For example, it can be a database update, an email sent out, or a file created.
Correct. A return value is the explicit result handed back, while a side effect changes something else the outside world can observe. What is one risk of changing production code before identifying its hidden assumptions?
I'm not sure about that, sorry.
Not quite, but no problem. A hidden assumption is something the code relies on without saying it loudly, like data always having a certain shape, or a caller expecting a mutation. If you change code before spotting that, you can fix one visible issue while breaking an invisible contract. When reading unfamiliar production code, treat it like a small contract. First ask what enters, what leaves, and what else changes. Then ask what must remain true and what the code silently assumes. This gives you a safe map before you suggest a fix or refactor. Here, the input is a collection of raw records plus a counters object. The output is a compact summary of accepted records and the number rejected. The important side effect is that the counters object is mutated while the function runs, so a caller may depend on those updated counts, even though they are not part of the returned summary. For this kind of function, annotate in layers. The input shape is the required structure of incoming data. The output shape is the promised return structure. Decision points are the branches that accept or reject data. Invariants are the rules that should keep holding, such as accepted items having enough information to be useful. Assumptions are the quiet bets, like records behaving like mappings and counters being safe to mutate. In a code review or interview, this is the difference between saying, "I think it works," and saying, "The function accepts these inputs, returns this shape, mutates this external state, and relies on these assumptions." That style makes your reasoning auditable. It also helps you find bug paths. If a count is wrong, inspect side effects. If output is wrong, inspect transformation. If crashes appear only for some data, inspect assumptions. Takeaway. Before changing production code, separate data flow from external effects and silent contracts. Let's do a short final check. I'll ask 3 quick questions, one at a time. When reading unfamiliar code, what are the first 2 things you should identify before reasoning about side effects?
I think the input and output values.
Correct. Inputs and outputs give you the baseline path, then side effects explain what else changes. A side effect is any observable change a piece of code makes outside its return value.
I think it's also true.
Correct. That definition is the one to keep using when reading production code. Why should hidden assumptions be identified before proposing a production code change?
I'm not sure about that story.
Not quite, and that is the one point to revisit. Hidden assumptions matter because production behavior often depends on them silently, so changing code without naming them can break callers, data flows, or operational expectations. The main takeaway is to separate data flow, side effects, and hidden assumptions before proposing a production change. You handled the input, output, and side effect reasoning clearly, Tibor. If BiteCode helped you today, you can support the project at buymeacoffee.com/BiteCode. It helps keep this AI system ad-free and allows others to learn for free too. Great work today, Tibor. See you soon.
Thank you for watching. Start learning with BiteCode for free.